So I uninstalled Call of Duty and Warzone because, let's face it, the game is garbage. That did however leave me with a void that only getting my head blown off by other players could fill, and that's when I turned to Battlefield 2042. Let's talk about it. What is up guys, I'm Big Cheese, and in today's video we're going to be talking about Battlefield 2042, what the game is like in 2024, and why I've switched over from Call of Duty and Warzone. If you do like the video or you have any thoughts on the topic, or you have any suggestions on other FPS shooters that are doing well in 2024, be sure to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. The main thing that makes this game stand out for me is the fact that you actually feel like you're in a firefight. Especially in the bigger game modes, there's bullets hitting cover, terrain collapsing, dirt flying everywhere around you, and squad communication is absolutely key. I'm also really happy to see that they brought the class system back. Taking that out was an absolutely crazy idea, and building the right type of squad and combinations of classes with your friends to suit your playstyle is one of the things that made Battlefield great. I also think that holding on to the class system moving forward is very important, and I hope they truly learnt their lessons from the very disappointing launch back in November 2021. Although the game doesn't have a battle royale and its extraction mode Hazard Zone was a big fat flop, the game modes it does have are great fun, and there are a variety of them depending on what you want to run. You have the large scale conquest modes, which are basically a giant game of domination across huge maps where two teams of 64 fight it out for territory with the goal of depleting the other team's life count, but you also have your smaller modes like Team Deathmatch if you want to just kick back and rack up kills. The one thing I did notice as a COD player was that the modes like Team Deathmatch are being played to win, because people aren't running around with riot shields or camping one location on the map trying to grind their camos. I've not had this much fun playing TDM in years. On top of that, there are also servers you can join where community members have created modes. I jumped into a server recently that was actually a PvE mode where we all just fought against enemy AIs referred to as zombies. I found these modes especially useful when practicing how to fly a chopper or a fighter jet. There are a wide variety of vehicles from quad bikes to Apache style helicopters you can utilize on the larger scale conquest modes. Not only does this add a different element and strategy to the gameplay, but if you're like me and my squad, when you do take down a tank mid-battle or manage to shoot down a chopper that is tearing your team a new asshole, it really does feel like a victory in itself. Although certain vehicles can be a bit overpowered, it does take an element of practice and skill to pilot them, and they can easily be dealt with by an organized squad with the right combination of anti-vehicle gear and weapons. Next up, I want to talk about the graphics in Battlefield 2042. It didn't take long after booting up Battlefield and running a few games to realize how bad Call of Duty and Warzone graphics actually are. The graphics and visuals on everything from the maps to the weapons make Call of Duty look like it was released in 2010. Not to mention the immersion while you're playing. If you're playing the large-scale 128 player conquest mode, you will often find yourself in awe as a chopper crash lands in front of you, covering you in debris and dirt as you run for cover screaming like a child. To top it all off, the wide variety of weapons look great, and you don't have to jump through hoops to unlock the skins for them. You usually just have to get kills and wins, which, let's face it, is much better than having to get 62 kills without reloading on enemies from behind who are prone. Okay, I might have exaggerated that a little bit, but you get my point. And finally, I want to touch on the quality of the map design. These maps are unreal, and I know there are people right now watching this saying, yes, the maps in Battlefield are amazing and always have been. Well, I forgot. I've had my head down playing a game that either drops a new map once every 2 years, or then goes and drops the same map every 4 years and calls it content. Whether it's the smaller maps or the large maps, you will quickly come to find that the map design and how they are fleshed out in Battlefield 2042 is top tier. And they just dropped a new map, Haven, with the Season 7 update, and I am loving it. It's a great map for a faster paced combat, but still has a place for vehicles, and it's very, very well made. So there you have it guys, that's why trying out Battlefield 2042 led to a full switch away from COD and Warzone for me, and with the news that the next Battlefield title will include its own standalone battle royale, I think you'll agree it is a very good time to be a Battlefield player, or at least to give the game a chance. Let me know what you guys think of this in the comments. I'll see you for the next video. Have a great day.